Good morning. Oh, Rollen has been crushing the hearts in a positive way, but trying to stop myself from the free falling I've been doing through life. I put on a good front some days, but the truth is, things just went rough, and I wasn't sure how it would all work out. Now, to be fair, it's turning out better than I expected. But that's because, there's a decent amount of support and history on the channel already. The speed bumps of life tested old Rollen more than once. And, I didn't say we'd come out the other side well, but we come out the other side. And this is part of my getting back to where I need to be. There's all kinds of stuff from back then to this moment. But I did pull this from my comments from, like 5 months ago. That's a shame. That's a shame. But, came close to hitting rock bottom again and just saying, I can't do it. But I can. And we're here to prove that. Starting out with some atmosphere, Freefallin. And then I'm wondering if Mike H. saw... Did Mr. Henry see the MF Doom? It appears that is some pretty good stuff, right? I don't have the certificates of knowledge to do it justice yet, but boy, some pretty good stuff. I can see why they all had features collaborated there.
When you shook from the pack, keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have. Free falling when you shook from the pack. Keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have.
Nobody wanna struggle at home. Bass in his voice, trouble in her tone. What kind of couple makes a puzzle out of stone? Chopping and popping all of the bubbles that are blown. Nobody wanna be wrong, and once the line gets drawn across what we disagree upon, it could be the time bomb that we sleep on. It's just a little one, back and forth like a ping pong. Nobody wants an argument. You try to bargain as a friend, but it's hard to with a star offense against a smart defense. And the history you share is full of scars and dents. Nobody likes breaking up when you hate the situation, but you crave the touch. You might stay in the relationship for the simple sake of it, because you know it's based in love.
Free falling when you shook from the pack.
Whoa. Okay, you get a little... You don't gotta believe me. But come on, I mean, I'm pretty sure all the things that fall out of my face hole on a daily basis on the channel weighs my, what the hell am I doing here versus what the hell can we turn this into here versus, the illusion of everything beyond the fourth wall kind of thing. Now, I'm not completely ignorant. I'm pretty sure it sounds like it's based on a interpersonal relationship with you and someone else. I am looking at the someone else's, bus riders, subscribers, and as I was going through comments, I get a lot more love than, I get way more love than hate. So, right, within the numbers that flow through the channel. Whoa, this is good. Whoa, this is good. It's really resonating.
Situation, but you crave the touch. You might stay in the relationship for the simple sake of it, because you know it's based in love.
I hope so.
Free falling when you shook from the pack. Keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have. Free falling when you shook from the pack. Keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have.
Nobody wanna go to work for some older jerk that doesn't know the dirt that's embedded in the hearts of those that hurt. Monday through Friday and Saturdays for bonus perks. Nobody befriends the beast just to make ends meet and try to pay rent and eat. Spreadsheets by the end of the week, you'd rather spread them sheets and try to get some sleep. Nobody wanna lift a crate, that ain't living great. You want a kid and play, you should dip, escape. No 2-week notification, show up late and quit today. Nobody wants an awful boss that got you popping out the top of your mouth as if it's common talk. You ought to wait until you off the clock and appreciate the fact that you've got a job.
Okay, okay, yeah. I'll let that all... What we want, what we need, what we have to have are, right, nuanced, not to steal other people's good material, but it really is. It's incredibly shades of gray because, you know, here on the channel, I pretty much always revert back to the, well, if it was, you know, my family, your family, and 5 other families, and we were in the, yeah, you're on an island in the middle of nowhere. The amount of labor division would you start becoming quite obvious, right? There's going to be the majority of people there are going to have to dig in. Turns out, even in the most hospitable and wonderful, accepting environments, there's still shit to do. And, you know, and whether it's for sustenance or the pile of whatever it may be as you trade for sustenance, eventually it's going to be labor or shiny trinkets. So I do have a reoccurring theme on the channel that, and then it got to that point where, you know, maybe I should just be grateful. Right now, I should just be grateful of anything I can do to make ends meet, and because there's plenty who don't or can't. There's also the won't, though. So I mean, like I said, incredibly nuanced, incredibly complicated. And then who's to say who has value? I think it was just 2 short years ago that I was that guy. I'd be like, oh, that's your number. Well, it's because I had a lot of stuff brainwashed into my head. Not that I don't still and need means to an end, but I definitely I have a lot more respect for, I think, just the creative process, and if that's creating enough energy to power, make labor, to trade labor for fiat, to musical creation from our favorite artists. Start looking at it that way. And I think I'm getting lost here now. So it's trying to save myself from ranting and raving over something that ended up being clarified in the narrative of the song. You know, sometimes I jump out the window.
Week notification, show up late and quit today. Nobody wants an awful boss that got you popping out the top of your mouth as if it's common talk. You ought to wait until you off the clock and appreciate the fact that you've got a job.
Free falling when you shook from the pack. Keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have. Free falling when you shook from the pack. Keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have.
But somebody want that life you got. They think your boyfriend's nice or your wife is hot. They on your block looking at that home you bought. They'd move in today if that door wasn't locked. Nowadays you ought to watch your spot, even with all the flaws.
Oh, it's worse than that because like I've been saying for a couple days now. I got a call the other night, and I mean, it really feels like they must think I'm doing well for myself, so can you help? And the complete insanity of that idea, trying to explain. And they were, it's in the comments. People know, especially other reactors. I got some small reactors, a couple bigger reactors, and it's a tough gig. Our personal content actually does pretty well. A little, but other people's stuff, I think 40 cents for 1,000 views, kind of thing. So then this idea that they covet what you got going on, but I don't think they know what you got going on. I think they see the pinnacle of it all and go, "Oh, that's what everybody's doing." Woo! It's not true. It's not true. Some people just grind and grateful to have a job. Now I'm just playing with them all.
Foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have.
But somebody want that life you got. They think your boyfriend's nice or your wife is hot. They on your block looking at that home you bought.
Yeah, so I would say this line really resonates with my ideas and ranting about covetous behavior. The effort and energy put towards action to obtain things, or the unhealthy, unnatural desire to take something that's not yours. A drive, self-respect, dignity, pride used to create action, positive energy. Longing to take someone else's creation for your own without the action and effort, you know what I mean? Negative energy. In a personal opinion, all pitch for entertainment purposes only. Just saying.
Boyfriend's nice or your wife is hot. They on your block looking at that home you bought. They'd move in today if that door wasn't locked. Nowadays you ought to watch your spot. Even with all the flaws of that boss you mock, you can still close your eyes and toss a rock. I bet you'd hit someone that loved to cop your job. That's what I thought. Of course you don't stop. You won't take the shot. You can't afford the loss. If you don't want to taste the sauce, then put the plate down and take a walk. Drop or move away from the pot, cause every time you talk, complain a lot. Don't forget to count the balls y'all caught. Enjoy what you got before it all falls off.
Freefallin' when you shook from the pack. Keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have. Freefallin' when you shook from the pack. Keep walking, let the foot leave a track. We often gotta look for the path. These problems are the good ones to have.
Oh yeah, good stuff. I liked it. Obviously, I felt, Rollen is determined that filtering it through his own personal lens and ideas is the way to go. I don't believe the song had that meaning about me, myself, and I, and the circle that I rely. I think it was about how you're going to take it. Probably some personal reflection on, life lived there, and, create a nice little piece of art to sell it. I don't mean in a bad way, to share those ideas. All the better when someone can take it and maybe reflect upon things. I don't know how that works for other people. I only know how it works for me. Now, you get plenty of backup. See, I know I'm not naive. It works for other people too. But at the same time, I don't... ain't changing the world. Just free falling backwards through it, breaking free from the herd. Who knows? I got one more to, that I pulled out of the comments as I was crushing my way through the hearts and comments of bus rider subscribers and fair weather friends alike. Not too many, a couple. Well, it's the eve of destruction. Boy, they hated that. It turns out that you can't admit that a bad situation still creates good moments. And somehow you can only condemn it all because I'm sad. Well, yeah, no, sadness sucks. But to deny simple moments of, like, bravery, heroicism, valor on all sides of an issue, well, that's just naive. Of course they take place because they're individual achievements. They have nothing to do with the collective opinion. The collective opinion tends to be swayed by mob rule that's reflected upon what was just said there. I'm pretty sure they're free-falling from the conformity of it all and decent problems to have. Now, you better enjoy some of the structure that's there that you can take advantage to sustain yourself on. But the crowd the mob has got a horrible track record. Right? They really do. And then they never can separate the small differences from the group idea. And wow, I think some of that was right in there. So atmosphere, free-falling, that was fire. Mike Henry has never been forgot, but did get, not ignored, but hey, what happened. He's also, what I hear is you're very busy. And that can happen. It almost happened. It's what cost the channel a lot. The new job, the cooking job, took all my time faking my way through the channel. Then having it fall apart when it was the best thing that I had in years. I mean, that was just crushing. I made a little video yesterday because, it's a tiny town. Luck is little. We got 1,000 people. That's a word spreads quick. I hear there's a lot of buyer's remorse in the deal that was cut at that gas station, and that the ones that are left behind are killing themselves. They got a raw deal. The house has a bunch of employees that they can just dominate. No pushback as far as I could tell. And then the instigator of all the problems was fired. So, I do get a little karmic afterglow because whatever comes of it all, at least I walked away from that shit show and didn't decide to dive headfirst into the drama and bullshit. I'll accept free-falling through life because I don't want to conform to the ideological mob and their views of what should be. I want to live in the what is. Later.